Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my bag, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
I said, okay, loser. We go way back. I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the
Is there a plug behind the couch?
What?
There's a plug behind the couch, right?
A phone?
Plug.
I don't know if it'll work. That's when I've been going out. But the power ain't been out in a long time. Because this will go out and the kitchen will.
The one in the room go out too.
I do? Mm-hmm.
from the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
There's somebody believing in defense. You can stand there like that.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Kansas City. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
You're going to look up for a possession. He didn't want to play. So it's the Colts. And like you already know. You already know when they're going to lose against me. But then I'm tired of losing to this nigga. I understand, bro. I don't like losing either. And how we losing y'all baby mamas at the mall. I don't know where she at. Oh, excuse me. You lost your family, bro. There's lame out here in the streets.
Sports, and we're inside the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And now a little across the 25 to the 27.
A little bit of lag. I don't like that.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Running against Barkley on second down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3 and out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
First down.
Moved him out the way.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
I never know it was a loss.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
I'm going to risk it.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Unable to corral him, it breaks through. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second down and 6 now. Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 18-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Hurts to throw.
Turn around.
And it's going to be batted down.
Off the back.
Go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Get that possession. Take that first possession.
This is Jonathan Taylor. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis for the homestanding Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Play action. Richardson. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he's taken down at the 45-yard line. A game there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shorted out
that flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
No, it's everything is on. But when When you plug the TV up, the TV went off.
When I put the thing up?
Mm-mm.
For real?
Look, it's off. I didn't get it to turn it off. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's off or...
It's on. The screen's on. The screen's on.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Delivers another one to Pierce. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Now it's Richardson. Escapes the sack.
Oh!
And it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. This one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line, the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Just do what tom.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Downs going in motion left. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Come on, baby.
Incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll bring it up here. Pick up the flag that time and a first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Back to Taylor on first down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Richardson rolling to his right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he'll follow his blockers here all the way down to the 23-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
First and 10, Taylor now. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Richardson going to move him around. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now a 2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Now Richardson. He'll check this one down to Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor. A 12-yard touchdown.
7-9-9.
On the board here in the final minute of the first half. Good bounce back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game.
My fault, buddy.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Spot counts.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This now a 3rd and 4. That one finds Pierce right side. Down the right sideline. And he gets this one down to the 24. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary. And that's a job well done there.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Outstanding.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Pass complete to Pierce. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Up the middle with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. That is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle, with the attitude, I expect someone to catch it, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, it was right there.
That's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. And it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Quick slant to Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks, because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
Good gain there on...
Be like that. Game was over. Just gonna run it down there. Get a touchdown. We're gonna get a touchdown on alley. Caught that ball. Caught up with the ball in the alley. Wasn't enough Mo in the alley. Wide open. I hit you. She's probably Mo Alley. Cops.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside the very spacious Lucas Stadium in downtown Indianapolis.
How sad the Jaguars are. They are losing their business. Maybe the reason why we don't make it to the playoffs. Jaguars.
Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Whoa.
And his first look is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Trevor Lawrence. Pick.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Richardson off the play fake. That is close at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Made up for it.
That is a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll move a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Taylor again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
Touchdown, Colts! Alec Pierce, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete to Parker Washington. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 27-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Go down and score, Colts.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play.
No, you got to be kidding me.
Someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Richardson going to shift things up. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this off to Taylor. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
They go play action with Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Now again to Taylor. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Richardson looking to throw this. Flushed out right.
Come on, stay in. Oh, you do it again, Mo Alley. Oh, my goodness.
Unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here
Oh,
to turn over
man.
on downs.
And he was open. Why are you doing this to me, Mo Alley?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Lawrence to throw. Steps away to his left. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll get this into the hands of the wide out from LSU. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Lawrence will throw. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete to Ingram. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Lawrence going to throw again. This is caught. It's Kurt. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Good job.
Good job. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Oh, damn.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown. And a final play.
At a 9. Don't deny at a 9.
Is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
Don't deny
I'd love
at
to go
a
into the
9.
locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half. But use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Breezy. Nigga won't take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Breezy.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run once more with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage,
That guy's invaluable.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Richardson going to change the play here. Here's Richardson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
He finds his man complete. It's Pierce. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And this time he is in. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Touchdown helps. Ate up the whole 3rd quarter. possessions
And a
to win the
slightly
game.
more difficult attempt here from the 20.
He needs 2 possessions and 2 stops.
It's good, and it's 21-10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. A short throw to Ingram. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple. Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
First down, Lawrence dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10. To throw again, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Escaping the pressure. And he will get into the end zone. So conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that will get hopped into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Get another shot offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hard to handle. He will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. 63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Going on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here now, third down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Oh, come on, folks.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Flush to his right.
Oh.
This complete right side of the tight end field. And he will have the Jaguars' 1st down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And Lawrence going to move him around a bit. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is going to have the 1st down. And that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. That was was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
Cherish. Cherish your baby mama.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Indy. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside a very spacious Lucas Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Out right, he's got Rucker. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 35.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Rucker, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Oh. Damn it.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Did you have it out at Walmart?
Yeah, because I was checking those prices.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that flag accepted.
Sorry again. Did you go to the bathroom? You ain't back there either? phone.
You don't. Ever.
No.
They make music when they play. Track on your computer. That's your question. Huh? So track it.